First of all, listen, I come in peace, and again, like I told your family, because I know it look like I'm out of pocket.
You out of pocket for showing somebody do a game. That's out of pocket.
I come in peace by myself.
Right.
Ain't nobody with me.
Right, but you
I know you got a lot of questions because you heavily gated and heavily guarded. I knew exactly what time your people took their little lunch.
Come on, gang.
Listen, I knew to put the Uber Eats emblem in my window to get up in here. So, but I come by myself. Because
But that don't mean ain't nobody coming back when you leave. It's California, gang.
If I was somebody gonna come back, I wouldn't be on this camera.
Then why would you come unannounced?
Camera's giving you assurance that I'm not on that.
For you not to come back, not the rest of them Pyrus.
Are they with me?
They not with you right now. Why you know they ain't gonna be with you?
You know why they not with me right now? Because then they would know where you was at.
Right.
Think about what I'm telling you.
Right.
Solo. I came solo. I apologize to the family in the house, but I'd rather come talk to you this way than we run into each other and we both got groups of people with us who don't know how to act.
Right.
And we got an elephant in the room because I've been getting calls and yo, y'all need to do something. I'm like, I need to talk to him. You wouldn't get on the phone. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to him one way or another. I told him, right? I do need this to happen, and I don't think you got a problem with it. You had a situation at No Jumper,
right,
where you said a few things.
What'd I say?
I can't repeat what you said.
Dang, I didn't say that. That was.
I don't even want to get into all that because it should have been handled there, right? And it wasn't. But all I'm looking for is a sincere apology to the community.
And that's what I did. I apologize to the Bloods because I wasn't trying to diss the Bloods. Listen, gang, I know what's really going on, right? But Adam them, they twist it around. They gonna twist it around to make it fit their narrative, right?
No, but come on, he didn't edit that.
Yeah, no, but
y'all was live.
No, it's the tension. Listen, it ain't the word, it's the tension behind the word, right? So everybody worried about the word, but the word don't mean shit. It's what you meant. I didn't mean to diss nobody.
You can't say that because there's a lot of people who ain't here behind that. And listen, I'm one that made it out, right?
Right.
But whether people want to respect it or not, when it comes to this lane, I'm a gatekeeper and I'm a voice for that flag because of where I come from. Now, I'm not a gangbanger. I don't gangbang. Right? But I come from where I come from, and when certain things need to be addressed, and I ain't even talking about those we know. I'm really talking about those that helped raise me, who helped guide me, who may have been told about these things because you kind of did something that has never been done. Like, not even with our Keyway cats that's known. You know, you never heard Rick Rock or none of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, say that. And we don't do it as well, right? We don't. When me and you did have a verbal, you kept trying to bait me with the Hoover. You notice I still maintain my respect for Hoover because the dudes that I know from Hoover, my distaste for you at the time wasn't greater than my respect for them. Rest in peace, Hoover D. Fadoos. Right? You know what I mean? I was my brother. But I really, and everybody ain't gonna accept it, right? But I'm really kind of moving towards you being able to say, hey, look, I made a mistake. And because LA is a weird place. It's 60 miles north, south, east, west. And even the little pockets they think is safe.
So you saying ain't nobody in LA can understand that they are pushing the nerve the way they want to push it, gang? I'm not, listen, they understand this.
It came out of your mouth. See, if I say F something or if I say a disrespectful thing about something knowingly, now I could be talking and having casual conversation and may say a word, but they like, well, Wack just having conversation. But if I use that word in a manner that where it's vulgar and it's disrespectful, they gonna hear it like that. And believe it or not, and I think our out-of-town brothers, not to say that y'all don't grasp it or get it, right? On the West Coast, that cripping, that Paru, and that blood and that hoovering, it's like, it's a different type of thing. Ice-T, although from Jersey, we grew up in that Crenshaw district, he said some powerful lines in that song, Colors. He said, death is my set, guess my religion. right? And you got some dudes that's all they know.
Right.
You know how you know other things and you been other places and you can talk about. You got some dudes, they been like hamsters. All they know is them 4-5 blocks.
Right.
Half them dudes, you tell them they got a first class ticket at LAX, they wouldn't know how to retrieve it. So when you say certain things, they think you playing with it and they living down about it.
I am playing.
I don't think you meant it with the venom that it was said. I don't think so.
I'm playing with God. Right? Everybody went around tripping. I'm playing with God. Like, so tell God to come see about me. Listen, I'm gonna say this, bro. I will not disrespect no blood. I'm a blood. Like, California probably don't understand this, right?
You say you was some Hoover.
But I'm a blood too. I'm Hoover and I'm blood. People don't understand this, bro.
So you saying you for the people.
Yeah. And the way that they don't understand because all the tribes of Jesus is in the streets, right? So we look up like now we all in the streets. We ain't got nothing to do, but we in the streets. We killing each other. We killing each other, right? And then you got people like Adam 22 that's doing what they doing to try to help their community, help his community, not our community.
Well,
he don't give a fuck about us.
The thing about it, right? It's kind of it's a pro and a con, it's a gift and a curse of that. Because Adam's a white dude, right? And when we say they don't give us no opportunity, he's opened the door and giving people opportunity. People that had no training, no training. They really ain't got a lot to talk about, but it might be something about their character. And he sits them in front of him and hopes that they kind of catch on what to do, what not to do, right?
Right.
But I will say, he's also a white dude that doesn't understand the seriousness of things that he just thinks is content.
Yeah, he brought somebody up there to talk about you. You got the best content of the channel. He brought somebody to talk about your wife.
In his head, it's content and it's not that serious. In his head. Now, I hope, and I think he's starting to get it. Because, I sincerely, fuck with Adam. I hope he starts to, because I told him, I said, bro, it's like, it's a mix that's starting to happen that's like ammonia and bleach.
Right.
And you can put it on a mop and you can sling it around, but eventually that shit'll catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand what you saying, and with you, I told myself, I hope he don't think he gonna keep going up there on them lives, because there's some dumb moves that heard that, and that building's been exposed.
The Bloods love me, gang. Listen, I know the streets love me, gang. I'm not concerned with people on the internet talking about. People on the internet, they not the same people in the streets. That's what I know for a fact. Same niggas type on the internet, not the same niggas in the streets. You get niggas typing on the internet, niggas on the streets, they different people. When niggas meet me on the streets, they understand. Now them internet niggas that type and go back and forth, they don't understand.
We got some cats, bro, that they really can't read or write. They know how to throw they set up, write they hood. You know what I'm saying? And they'll see you and they won't talk to you. They exist.
That's my problem with California. Listen, if you're watching this, my problem with California is California's stuck in the 90s. Right? The whole world and elevated and went up and doing other shit, but California's still on the same shit they was in the 90s. And I'm coming to try to make a change to that.
Listen, the majority of it, yeah.
Why?
I mean,
why?
That's all they know, homie.
But how the rest of the world then moved on, but California's still on the same California shit.
Remember, California is big enough to just be a world of their own. That's all they know. You got some people who their first home is prison. They say a vacation is the street. Right. No, this is real. Now, I'm not like that. Right. I done been around the world 7 times. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I do business both foreign and domestic, so I understand what it is and what it ain't. Right. But I think with you, your message when you say I'm Crip Blood, I'm GD, BD, I'm Vice Lord, I'm all of them, you kind of saying, I'm other people, and I got understanding of all. Right. But this where it's contradicting that. If you got understanding of all, then you should understand what disrespect some.
It was no disrespect. People understand that when Adam 22 do some bullshit, say, oh, matter of fact, he shouldn't even put that out of there. He shouldn't even put that clip out there.
It was live.
But he should let it just stay live and let it just go. Nobody would have said shit.
Oh, you saying the promo?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, Adam
he did that.
Adam, you got to remember, No Jumper is a content.
But ain't much of your blood. Yeah. So why ain't he smacking me in my mouth?
Why didn't he?
Yeah,
because he's a buster.
That's what I'm saying. So
let me tell you what should have happened. When you said he can't see me, I'll come sit next to him and apologize. Right. Okay. I got homies that's in wheelchairs. And you know what they say? Let's get in the back seat and fight. If you get in the back seat, yeah, the homies in the wheelchair.
Get in the backseat and fight in the
They'll
wheelchair.
They'll tell you. We got a homie named Calico, Damu homie, G homie, that notorious for it. Let's get in the back seat and they gonna squabble you because they feel like you can't use your legs, which still can, but now it's upper body strength, right? Munchie, when you said, Adam, let me come sit next to him and apologize, if Munchie was that die-hard savage Damu he say he was, he would have said, yeah, let him come over here and sit. Felt that shoulder and took off on you.
Right. He already did some weird shit. He didn't want to.
This is what he was supposed to do.
But he already did
But
some
you know
weird
what he
shit.
said? No, don't let him come over here.
Yeah.
And this is why when he be doing all the extra on who was this and who was that, respectfully, you know, he's a youngster to me. He couldn't have survived back in my day behind them walls. If he'd have had heart, the homies would have protected him, but he too light in the ass. The Keyways would have ate him up. Like they did eat him up.
My thing, he had no reason to be mad. He knew, he understood right then and there wasn't no disrespect.
Well, in your defense, he started antagonizing it.
Yeah, he got talking about the Hoovers.
He brought it up. He started trying to instigate the 4 extras and you and this and this and that.
He wanted for us to put a carrot up my booty.
I want to see you sit down with him and show him the Hoover on your stomach or something, right?
That's what he said.
So if he wouldn't have never brought up the gang conversation, it wouldn't have never came out your mouth, right?
Right.
So I'm looking at him like you responsible, right? You obligated. And Hefe there with him, but and Hefe from A-Tray Gangsta Crip, he can't take off on another nigga for saying a disrespect to the Damu card. What he could do if he would have Damu, he can make sure don't nothing happen to him. But that's how that's
if they both bang at one Crip, one blood, what do you got to do with it anyway?
Well, that's why and Hefe didn't say nothing to you about it. But if Munchie would have stood on his gangster and said, yeah, Adam, let him come over here and sit, right?
Right.
And you sat on the side of him,
right,
and you think he's going to apologize,
right,
and he zoom in on where you at, and he turned and started swinging, at that point, and Hefe would have definitely got involved.
So, come on, gang. Nah, how could he help a blood?
No, he would have.
How? It's California. I mean, you told me that before. In California, like, it don't matter if you a Crip or a blood. In California, you on the outside. California roll with California. That's what I heard.
No. It's internally. I got Crip comrades. You know what I'm saying? My man Deco from 89 East Coast. You know, Big Faye from Insane. I got them from everywhere. 6-0s and I remember I got a call one time. It was a dude from A-Tray Gangsta. I didn't know him. He said, yo, bro, my house just caught on fire, exploded like in New Mexico or something.
Right.
He said, I'm from A-Tray Gangsta, Wack. He said, I'm homeless. I need some help. Something might have happened to his kid or something, and they was trying to do some burial. I wired him 3,000-4,000. Right. I sent it to him. I didn't care. I didn't like he was a Crip or blood. Blueface, his first album was called The Famous Crip. It was already out when I signed him. Savvy Third. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, at the end of the day, it's a brotherhood out there because in those penitentiaries since the mid-90s, it came down to black and brown, black and white.
Right.
Right? It didn't matter what motherfucker was from because they trying to do you in if you was a Hoover, Paru, or Crip behind your skin color. We couldn't keep going at each other and fighting. Then we already outnumbered as a whole 5-1, 4-5-1.
Right.
So I just think people need to understand your message because they get caught up in your antics. And I ain't gonna, I feel like you do the things to grab people's attention, right? And once they're looking at you, then you deliver a message. This is what I'm seeing. Right? You got all the sense in the world. You sitting up here high and mighty. I couldn't believe when the exposers finally got your thing.
Yeah, I was right here.
That you was where you was at, cause you really in one of them places that everybody can't be.
Right. Right.
You know, now the hard part was you need a third security. When 2 leave, 1 need to be here because you like to let them go out and do their little lunch so they back together so they can secure each other. You gotta always be secure. Now don't ask me how
the fuck I was secure when you just walk up in here? That's why I wasn't never secure in the first place, gang.
They left 15 minutes before I came, right? I had to watch them, make sure they just down the hill.
Right. Right. But that ain't good. Like I just want to know this, right? I just got to ask this question, and this is my real question, right? Was that your ass hanging out that time when they had that fight with Loose Cannon? Was that your wrinkle booty?
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you? Come on, gang. That was you. That wasn't you in that fight right there?
No, if you pay attention to the thing, right? When I walked out, Luce called me to the back. I had the satchel over. I went to the back. When I went to show dude something on the phone, pay attention, I'm in the back. That's when they start fighting. I bagged up. About 15 seconds after that, you hear my voice because I seen dude finna do some bullshit. And I'm like, bro, don't do him like that. You know, I got family too. Don't do him like that. At that point, my security grabbed me and put me in the car.
But why they strip him like Munchie B? They stripped him just like they did Munchie. They did put the peanut butter, but they stripped him the same way.
Do you know about that?
Yeah. Listen, I swear to God, I was with Gumby, and this is what Gumby told me. Gumby told me some crazy shit. Gumby told me this. We was talking about 4 Extra. He was like, well, they did some regular crazy shit than that. They knocked out Munchie and put peanut butter up his ass.
Yeah.
I said, was he blind? They said no.
No, he could see. I talked to 4 Leaf. 4 Leaf. And it was 2 other dudes from next door, well, up the street from him. One of them ain't here no more. One of them then did something he wasn't supposed to do, but it definitely happened. Homies told me it happened. Homies that was there said it was happening. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, when you got a dude that's all bark, no bite, you know, you got a lot of niggas that shooters on the street, but he lighting the ass. And, you know, once you get up in there, it ain't nothing a nigga $1.20 could do with a monster.
Yeah, I heard
You know
that. But
what
if
I'm
he get peanut butter up his ass, why he up on no jumper with 4 Extra? I heard they the one did it.
Well, I don't think he's ever been on the thing with 4 Extras. I don't think he's been up there. I don't think 4 Extra going for that, and I don't think he finna just linger around 4 Extras like that. You know, 4 Extras ain't no walk in the park. You know, he's the type of dude I'm telling you about. 4 Extras love his hood. His life is his hood.
Right.
Every time you hear him talk, like a pastor will say, in Jesus' name, or yes, Lord, he say, Vernon Avenue.
Yeah, Vernon Avenue.
On 40, gloves, neighborhood. That's not an
So
act.
is he really like that? That's an act? That gotta be.
No, that's not an act. That's who he is. Now, me personally, and he'll tell you, when I talk to him,
He said it's not like he said Adam paint him like an animal. He said not an animal. He said no jumper make him look like that.
we can't put that on Adam because what you do on the camera is what you do on the camera.
But what he did to me, Adam set that up. I guarantee you Adam told him to do exactly what he did to me.
Well, I thought Adam was supposed to been there.
Yeah, he supposed to been there. But what happened was Adam knew he wasn't going to be there. Right? Adam knew he wasn't going to be there when he had me to be there. And he knew that. This is what I didn't know. I'm from St. Louis. I didn't know that Hoovers didn't mess with 6-0. So where I'm from is 607. And the Rollins, they mess with Hoovers. It's the same. Yeah. So when he telling me this, I'm like, we cool. I'm not knowing it's going to be a problem because I got a Hoover on my stomach.
Well, it's not a problem because that's where you from.
But that was the main
from.
problem with him, though. Because when he came in the door, his main problem was, he told me don't say rolling or don't say none of this shit. And he stand up over me like he ready to kill me. And the whole time, Adam did it.
Well,
Adam did that shit, gang.
Listen, I will say this. If he wanted to do something to you, he would have did it. I think he really was kind of like me. He just wanted to have a conversation and get his point across.
Nah, ain't no conversation, ain't no point across.
No, I ain't. Now I'm not doing it like that because first of all, I knew I was taking a chance coming to your door.
Nah, you ain't taking no chance. You came to the door.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come in your. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna come in your spot and I'm knowing I'm already straggling the fence of disrespect. So my demeanor got at least balance the things out. That's why I didn't come to your door with nobody with me.
Not right now. You act like we not in LA like people ain't gonna leave and come back. I'm not gonna tell nobody where you at, bro. If that was the case, I wouldn't be on camera. I came to have a conversation with you. I didn't want to do this, but you like it. We gonna talk about it at least. We want to show my house some respect. Come sit down and at the table. We're gonna talk about it. I want to know one thing. How did you even get up with Adam 22? Like, how did that even start? Because I heard you was doing like. You was doing what you was doing?
Clubhouse.
Clubbing, promoting and shit. What you doing? What you
promoting? No. I was on Clubhouse. First of all, my line of work has nothing to do with podcasting.
I know.
Right.
I heard you met Adam because you was protecting him. That's what I heard.
No.
That was the street said. Street said you protected Adam 22. That's what I heard.
No, well, I'm gonna protect anybody I'm at the table with.
But I heard that's the reason what you over there jumping for.
Remo actually, it was his idea to create the show.
Right.
AD, T-Rail, everybody left the building at one time, right? So when Remo kind of hollered at me about it and I seen what was going on, it was a difficult decision to make because AD like a nephew to me.
Right.
So I didn't want to make it look like I was kind of like working against him. But the line of work I am in, when it comes, I'm one of the gatekeepers of this West Coast. I'm a dude they can come to and get some business done and get you signed or get something done for you. The biggest platform we got on the West Coast is No Jumper.
Right.
So I'm like, well, damn, if ain't no personalities in there, it's a good chance things could fall. And if we lose No Jumper out west,
y'all done lost No Jumper.
Right? Ain't nothing for the people out here. Everything on the East Coast and in the South. In the South, they podcast is so cold, they only do it periodically. It's like they go hard for a month, get all their content, and they drop for about 2.5 months, and there it goes. So they work theirs like that. So I said, you know what? Let me go to the building and see if I can assist the building. See if I can help the building.
Right.
For the coast. I had to call AD and tell him, and it was a hard thing for me to do. I knew T-Rail was going to be in his ear like, man, I thought that was your uncle. I said, AD, I've done things for you, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've done wild things for AD to help his music career. I'm like, bro, I'm one of the gatekeepers out here. We need that platform. So Adam was with it, and then we started. We like 104 episodes, and I think it worked because it's a yin and a yang. Is it some things that he does that I don't like? Yeah. Do I think he understands them? He understands them his way. He don't see it. He don't see the horror or the fire that could really come
behind everything he doing.
Yeah, he don't see it. In his world, it ain't that serious. And you know what? Things shouldn't be that serious, but they are.
Right.
You know, he's probably heard stories, but Adam ain't been on the block or in the alley in the park to see a motherfucker get his noodles knocked behind a $5 dice game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He you know what I'm saying? Behind a look. You know, so to him, he like, yo, bro, it's just content. It ain't that serious. I think he's starting to understand now that, okay, you know what I'm saying? Bad company, you know, ain't to be kept. But with you, I just think he was podding. You can't put what came out your mouth. He wasn't
podding. Listen, Adam 22 want to get rid of me because they ain't doing good and No Jumper no more. Only thing that do numbers over there is your shit. Nobody else do no numbers over there. So he put me over there just so he can get rid of me.
No, you was getting numbers.
Nah, but he wanted to get rid of me. He didn't give a fuck about that. He wanted me hurt. Listen, if I'm getting all these numbers, I'm doing so good, why would he even put me in a situation with 4 Extra like that?
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. Adam sometimes don't be thinking that deep into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking 4 Extras on contract. He knows not to come to the building and do nothing crazy.
He brought 40 Crips in there.
Nah, he didn't.
I swear to God, Mom, listen, that motherfucker was full of Mexicans and Crips.
They said it was like...
How many of them was in there? Like 18 of them. 18, 20 of them bitches.
They said it
was
like
I don't mean like that, but like 18, 20 motherfuckers in that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
a little old 607.
Yeah, and crazy part about it is 4 Extra didn't even come to me, right? When they came in the thing, he didn't come directly to me like by himself to talk to me. He brought all in to talk to me. Where I come from St. Louis, gang, we go in the back, talk to me. He surrounded me with all them.
Well, that's the total opposite of what I did.
Yeah, you came to my door by yourself.
By myself.
But he surrounded me with everybody. Here go thing. Let me tell you this. What I did an interview with, I think, what's that Mexican name there? Adam 22 gave me a note, and he told me exactly what to do, what to troll to him. So I know for a fact he did that before.
See, I've never experienced
that. Yeah, he gave me a note, gang. He said, look, say this and do this. And something even worse. Like, he said, I disrespect the Bloods, right? But nobody disrespect the Bloods more than Adam.
The old me would have reacted to that, right?
Fuck me up, huh?
But I understand that a lot of our out-of-towners, I don't think y'all understand the significance.
Look at that.
To certain the shit you say.
What'd they say? What'd they say? What did Adam call my podcast?
Yeah, but he said this to you. He definitely said it. That's crazy.
Yeah, he said it. He disrespect, but I'm saying though, he act like this is a game, but he know he round and back doing shit like this. Like I just sit to my podcast, he disrespect me out the blank.
And the fact that, I'm gonna be real, the fact that you never put that up.
Nah, I ain't put it up there.
Yeah, that's.
But he know that he say the same thing, but I'm not here to try to hurt him, but he know he said the same thing that he claimed that I said. But he meant it in the context that I didn't even mean it in. He meant it in disrespectful context. Right, I meant it like just trying to explain like St. Louis and how shit work. Right, I never meant.
Yeah,
to
but you're not
blood.
in St. Louis.
No, that's what I'm thinking. This thing, right? Listen. So St. Louis started banging because of colors. Everybody know that, right? We started banging because of colors. So we don't really. When it comes to banging,
start banging because of what?
Because of colors, the movie.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think you qualified to have that conversation.
I did qualify because
I don't think the banging in St. Louis started with you.
Shit, how come it didn't? We were on the first one, but
Not with you. How old are you?
well, I'm not the first one that started banging.
Yeah,
but
I don't know how it started, but
yeah, it started from colors. I'm telling you, it started from colors. Everything from colors came. Everybody started cripping in blood and all that shit in St. Louis. But I guess we had it wrong because 6 O's and Hoovers clicked. Like all the Crips in St. Louis clicked. Right? It wasn't none of the same shit. So when he asked me, I thought that I was giving my opinion based on the fact that I'm a gang member too. Right? So if he asked me a question, I'm giving an answer. But at the same time, I'm not knowing that that's gonna happen with Adam. I'm not knowing. I'm sitting there. I'm not knowing that the time I'm sitting there, that shit out.
Listen, first of all, in defense of
Gang,
Munchie,
I was sitting there and that shit was out.
in defense of Munchie, he wasn't asking you nothing about no Bloods.
Yes, he did.
No, everything he was talking about was a 40 and a Hoover.
Yeah, but he was disrespecting me.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Like, you talk about when 4 Extra get there, you ain't gonna say that shit in 4 Extra face. You ain't gonna do that shit to 4 Extra. He kept what they run around act like 4 Extra's like the biggest fighter in fucking no jumper. Like he gonna whoop everybody ass.
He didn't disrespect Hoover though. He didn't disrespect.
And I didn't disrespect Blood, and not intentionally. That was just something that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I apologized directly after. Like it wasn't even 2 seconds before I apologized directly to him. Like, man, my bad. Because we getting it. You gotta think about it. You ain't no jumper gang. They shouldn't be having them gang conversations no way like that, right? They in that motherfucker. Everybody talking, bro. When shit is talking.
No jumper, not scripted. You don't know which.
Nah, what I'm saying, you ain't know what the fuck was happening. I didn't even want to be a part of that conversation.
So why did you?
Because I'm on no jumper. What I supposed to do? Not be a part of the conversation. So I'm talking, but I didn't mean to disrespect nobody, gang. That's what I'm telling you, right? Why would I disrespect the Blood I know I'm in LA? Everybody come to LA, they die. They die for LA just for wearing chains. So why the fuck would I?
That ain't just LA, bro.
That's only LA.
No,
it's only LA, gang. Right. Only LA. Only LA.
Nigga,
only LA.
Texas,
you cannot wear a chain.
Georgia.
You can wear a chain
Florida,
everywhere.
Detroit,
gang.
Chicago,
gang.
Minnesota,
gang.
Nevada.
Gang.
What you mean?
Only place you cannot wear a chain is LA. You wear a chain everywhere else. They rob you and kill you for your chain in LA. Listen, LA don't play no games. It's different than everywhere else. So Adam know this. So why Adam playing? If he know ain't nobody playing, he know ain't nobody playing.
You know, end of the day, Adam playing for his content. Now, if some of the things he's doing is a little risky, I see him as a little risky, but Adam seems to think he got it all under control. All I could do is give him advice.
Ain't no advice to give him when he sees everything going down. Look at Brick Baby. Brick Baby in jail, Loose Cannon in jail.
What that got to do with Adam?
Everybody told that podcast go to jail but you.
But what that got to do with Adam?
He don't want got him sitting there, got him doing everything they doing.
Brick Baby was under indictments from 2022.
The fuck?
That was before he even came to No Jumper.
How that happened? Since 2022?
The paperwork. I mean, I told y'all he was out here running around and he ain't got no court date. Loose Cannon's indictment started in 2022.
Loose booty. Loose booty cannon.
Yeah, it started in 2022. Adam didn't know who that dude was. The world didn't know who that dude was until I let him sit down at my table January 2024.
Right. And how that take, but how did you meet Loose Cannon? Because y'all different gang members.
Yeah, but Loose Cannon was always an op. You know, you can go back to 2021 and he disrespected me. So somebody called me and they said, Wack, this dude gonna come at you. This is his angle, right? You can get a bag out of him, but this is what he's trying to do with you, right? So, you know, when I see things like that, I don't mind going out in the muddy water.
Right.
I wanted to see really what he was up to.
Right.
Only way you can do that is to let a motherfucker get close. Now, you playing a dangerous game. You know, you got people that go disarm bombs. That's a dangerous game. But if you know what you're doing, you know, it's chances you might survive it. You
right.
get what I'm saying? So I kept it simple with it. You know, it was always a podcast table or something like that. But I seen on numerous occasions where he was attempting to do things that could have involved me physically, but I would go the other way.
Right.
3-4 occasions, I go the other way, walk right away from it.
He was trying to get you to roll with him.
Wasn't gonna happen. He wanted to get my hands dirty, because if he working with the people and he starts something and I get involved and do something with him, right? They'll put it on me and let him walk.
That's what everybody was saying. Everybody like, damn, everybody know that Big U locked up and you was straight there with Big U. Gumby told me Big U finna snitch on you.
Yeah,
they say they about to snitch on you, saying like,
here goes the thing, right? Even with Gumby, right? Every time Gumby say he talk to me, what do we talk about?
I don't know. You got
business. Him trying to get a Netflix deal, right?
Right.
Y'all got to understand, if you look at Big U's paperwork,
I heard he was Muslim in jail, not on Crip time.
He was two different people. Around us, he was businessman. But it looked to me like he had a group of his homeboys. He ain't got nobody involved in this case that ain't from his neighborhood.
Right.
So it looked to me like when he ready to do those other things, it's just people in his neighborhood. When he came around us, it was business. So me and Big U never committed a crime together. Never done anything together.
But they said when Big U went to jail last time, he was on Muslim time. He didn't even go in there on Crip time.
Well, it's a lot of people, and I see this all the time.
How that work? How could you be a Muslim and put you a Crip?
First of all, I'm not Muslim, but I have Sunni Muslims partners that they spend time educating me when I ask questions. The answer is you can't be both if you are a real Muslim. First of all.
Right.
You can't be
But he
both.
he went to jail, then got on Muslim time where they couldn't even fight him. And they got on the streets and became a Crip.
Well, no, he was a Crip before he left the street.
I know, but he was a Muslim when
He went to jail with Eddie Boy. Now, Eddie Boy, here goes the difference. Eddie Boy went as a 60. When he sent all the paperwork to the streets, a Big U telling on him, and everybody ignored it and tried to turn on him, and Eddie Boy became a Muslim, right?
Right.
He's not NOI. I don't think he's Sunni. Maybe he's Alawis. Like, he's a Muslim, though, right?
Right.
But Eddie Boy doesn't claim 60s. He doesn't say cuz or Crip. Eddie Boy, I tell you, he will call the police on you if he have to. Right. Eddie Boy letting you know where he stand as a man, right? And he ain't no punk. He is who he is, right?
Right.
And I'm calling him Eddie Boy because I know he has a Muslim name. But I did have one of my Paru partners I'm very close to out of Inglewood tell me that I was on the yard with Big U and he was Hannibal. He was a Muslim.
Yeah, he was a
When
Muslim.
Gumby said what he said, I've heard that before. But my brother, my oldest brother, was also in prison with him, right?
But he said he was a Crip there.
And he said he watched Big U discipline one of his homies, cousin Kerry, I think it was, where he knocked his eyeball out his socket. So I didn't heard both sides of it.
So which one was it? Was he a Muslim or was he a Crip time?
I think he was utilizing both to his
Come on,
advantage,
gang.
depending on the situation.
Depending on if
was
he's scared or not.
I don't know. I wouldn't say scared, probably depending on lessening his chances of catching more time.
Right.
So now if I'm all the way Muslim, if the neighborhood car go get into it, he ain't got to get involved. But then if you on a yard where ain't nothing going on and you can like run that, now you running that.
Right.
Now I will say this. His whole time on the street, he ain't had no filter with his cripping.
Right.
I knew that he, represented himself as a Muslim. I knew that, but I saw 85% cripping, maybe 15%. I knew he fast during Ramadan. I've never seen him break down. I know that if I'm not mistaken, throughout the day they got to do prayers.
They got to pray 5 times a day.
I've never seen him do any of that. You know what I'm saying? So
He not Muslim.
maybe listen, man. Maybe he's just falling short. I don't know.
He fell real short, and he gonna really fall short. They say he about to snitch on you. But I don't say you did that like he about to snitch on you. That's how you a snitch.
I think what it is, the perception people have of me. The perception people have of me is they think that I'm involved in street shit.
But you're not involved in none of that.
I scream, I don't gangbang. Am I who I am? Do I have a rapport with people? Yes, I do. With both sides, right? Do I utilize it to make things happen? Yes, I do. But the right things happen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I got a call maybe a month ago. Yo, Wack, Zoe Osama. I said, yeah, what about it? We got a bag. Could he come do a show for us in Palm Springs. So Osama from 89 East Coast.
Right.
I can call him direct, right?
Right.
One thing about people, they know Wack ain't on no BS when it come to that.
Right.
So when they see Big U, right? And I'm gonna be real, I never knew that Big U that we read in the paperwork. I've never seen him.
The gangster Big U.
I've never seen that stuff I was reading. I've never seen him force anybody to give him something or none of that. I've heard him be stern with people doing what they agreed to do and supposed to do, as we all do as men.
Right.
But I don't know that dude. Like the dude, I don't know him.
Ain't he the same person? That's what I heard. I heard he the same person that was pressing Nipsey Hussle. I heard he pressed the shit out of Nipsey Hussle, and I heard he pressed the shit out of Nipsey Hussle.
That's a
too.
lie.
He wasn't pressing Nipsey.
I told Big U not to sign Nipsey.
Right.
Not because he wasn't talented, but I said, you guys, his personalities is gonna clash. You are a shot caller.
Right.
And Nipsey was a young boss on his way up. I seen it in him. I met Nipsey 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunset Boulevard
Right.
by himself with a backpack trying to sell CDs.
By himself?
Walked up on my Benz, swear to God. Walked up on the Benz, what's up, homie? I'm Neighborhood Nip. I got this CD, Fearless. And he from one of the most hated Crip gangs in the city,
He
right?
just running around saying neighborhood.
Some Neighborhood Nips, 3 o'clock in the morning. He got a backpack. He got his khakis on, some blue Pumas, his T-shirt,
The fuck?
hat on to the back. So when he came around saying that's what he wanted to do, I'm like, bro, it's gonna clash. And 45 days after the deal happened, Nip went to New York with Johnny Shipes. Good dude, resourceful dude. And within that 45 days, he called Big U. And you know what he told him? I don't think your name and your face fix my brand. We got to go our separate ways.
Right.
Big U was furious. How you gonna whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop? But Big U don't, I think he might have arranged to get a Snoop Dogg feature. Everything else is what Nip did. He might have did some studio equipment or something like that, right? He definitely utilized me and Game to get the deal. Big U did his part. But I told him, bro, dude's not gonna let you control him. Now hear me. If I'm telling you their separation came before that even started, Nip must have sensed it.
Right.
There's no way he was pressing Nip because he wasn't around Nip to press Nip. And respectfully, Black Sam wasn't gonna go for pressing Nip. Nip team, there's dudes around him wasn't gonna go for Nip being pressed.
But I heard he called before Nip was dead and said Nip was dead.
Well, that was the loose cannon thing.
Yeah, I heard he called
So,
before he was dead and said he
You
was
asked me
dead.
how loose cannon hit me. He said he got a show called Batty and the Beast coming out on the
Right.
network, and he wanted to promote it. Wack, could you help me? Whatever.
Right.
Now think about it. All of a sudden, Loose Cannon on No Jumper. He on Academics. He over here. That's me.
Right.
Right? So I had never seen the show. Right?
Right.
So quite naturally, when you sit down, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, I hear you got a show coming out. Tell us about the show.
Right.
He began to say the things he was saying. He said that Big U hit him, told him Nipsey just got killed. He said he called Nipsey. Nipsey answered the phone. Now, if you watching the interview, what did I say to Loose Cannon? I said, you didn't tell Nip right then, you just got a call from Big U talking about he was dead? He said no. He said 30 minutes after he talked to Nipsey, then Nipsey got hit. This is what he say. Now, 600 on his bumper. Hey, homie, we need to see that.
Right.
He claiming the footage is in Thailand or something, right? If I do a deal with you for some content, right?
Right.
You said, Wack, the 10 episodes on this drive. Are you going to give me your only drive?
No.
You're going to duplicate that drive and give it to me, right?
Right.
I said, well, bro, where the drive? Oh, I sent my only drive to the people. 3 days after that, 600 on his head so much, he sends us a screenshot of the FaceTime. It's a young lady on my side of the 100 side of Clubhouse named Dreas.
Right.
She's a tech girl. They send her the updated phones, like 16 point this or 9. Like right now, she probably on 27 point to test the phones out a year before they come out.
Right.
So I sent her the screenshot. She said, this is fake. She could tell by the dimensions of where the picture was and all that. You know, a person that knows the phone knows that. I say 600 is fake, right?
Right.
So he kept telling me next week. A year later, it never comes out. Adam's hit with the cease and desist.
Right.
Adam pulls it down, right? So that's what Loose Cannon said. We can't say there's any truth to it.
But I heard that he also got killed by a nigga that just smoked tips too. I heard somebody came up there before the incident. I heard there wasn't nothing beefing except they told the nigga to leave, and Nipsey asked the nigga like, "Did you snitch?"
Nipsey definitely asked him. Or Nipsey might have told him he was a snitch. He then said, "Nipsey, you a snitch."
He told Nipsey he was a snitch?
That's a fact.
So Nipsey a snitch?
This is what he said.
Is he a snitch?
Now, well, listen, I've never heard it or read it, but I will say this on the record. Big U came to my house in front of one of my homeboys. We've been friends 40-something years, who just walked off 20 years.
Right.
That he was in the pen with. They knew each other.
Right.
And sat in my game room in my backyard.
Right.
And told us that Nipsey Hussle was a snitch.
Wow.
Right? He said he told the police he had got into it with some dude named Dahmer or Domer. He told the police he had a recording. If anything happened to me, Domer did it, telling the police this.
Wow.
And he said, he did say Nip was sending dude money every month, so he don't say nothing. Now, this is when me and Big U kind of started.
That makes sense, because I heard the Crips was extorting. I heard they was extorting them.
This when me and Big U started kind of getting into it, because he knew that I had the dude that had the footage.